Hello. Welcome to another Take the Reaction. Surprise. So I had some time. Thought I'd react to this Intergeekdom match between Brandon Hanna and Chandru. It should be a good one. These guys are both rookies this season. They're both great. We've had the privilege of talking to both of them on our channel. So looking forward to their match here again. We'll see who comes victorious the second time around that they faced each other. And whoever wins goes on to play Kevin Smets. And everyone knows my thoughts on Kevin Smets and how much he's going to win. So we're just going to start. I skipped some of the intro stuff, so we're starting a minute in because I have to save as much time as I can. So, yeah, we're going to play it.
Hey, what's up, man?
Oh, cool. What's up? How are you? Good to see you.
Dude, this season I'm so excited.
That's who I would go
Thinking,
after,
like,
honestly. If
Yeah,
I was
man, I heard that. That's
trying
awesome.
to take
Shaking things up.
someone.
It's great.
like the screenshot these days of movie fights and everything. Like, I have so much appreciation for all that world. Like,
Oh, come on. You're the speed round king.
every live movie fight, like that audience, I'm really excited to see that crowd like from the distance. It's
You're
crazy.
going to be great. You're going to be a great coach, great manager.
It's all the strengths that I'm not like the power of the lights. I'll remember some shit. It'll be really rad.
Yeah.
How's screenshot is going?
Good, man. You know, like just learning trivia, doing this. It's a lot to juggle, but I love it.
Yeah.
Life is good.
We gotta like scheme some Magic Castle again.
Oh, yeah. Magic Castle.
Great time. So with this season and me moving into managing and things, like I'm trying to figure out, like, is there anyone you'd recommend? Is there anyone that you've had trouble fighting against? You were like, oh, that's the guy.
Oh, well, I mean, you know, I don't know how it's going to shake out. Like, I'm a Tom Dagnino.
Yeah.
We're all good. You know.
Well, speaking of Dagnino, if he, goes full Dagnino again, if that,
Full
as he is
Dagnino.
wanted to the Jacqueline Hyde of that man.
I love it.
I'm just saying, like, I respect you. We both know our stuff.
See,
There's a lot of like
that's the
mutual
most
interests. So
accurate
if you need a
phrase
manager,
that has ever been
appreciate it,
said.
I really do.
If you're
There's a lot
going to
of
go
breadth
full
and everything,
Dagnino, I think that's fantastic.
I might be a champion, I might be a team champ, I might be John. I don't know. Hey, I love you. You're awesome. We did a lot of screw junkie stuff, but there's so much going on. I'll keep you in mind.
Offers on the table.
We'll see what happens.
I just thought you should know. I'm excited.
I appreciate it.
Hi,
I appreciate
Mark.
it.
I'm glad you're catching Reaction Live. Tom is your favorite small numbers. Tom's pretty great.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the movie trivia Schmodown 1 and Inner Geekdom contest we have today. The winner here is going to face Kevin Smets for a #1 contender shot. I am Mark Baby Carrots Ellis. I'm not the big headline here today. I am joined on the desk by the one, the only, the amazing Mara Kanopik is here in
Wow.
studio. Hello, Mara. Say hi to the world.
Hey, if you guys don't know me, my name is Jetlag today.
Flew in this morning.
I don't know
She
that that's
pulled
her
an Ellis,
actual
as
name.
we say. The red
I
eye
think-
into
I think her
Burbank.
name's
How
actually
was
Mara.
the flight?
Bumpy. But I will say this, you guys have this really neat knack for just calling me lately and saying, hey, the one time we want to invite you to do something, be as tired, heat exhausted, jet lagged, underslept as possible. So here I
Here
am.
she is, and that's why we have a full can of
Mark
diesel
asks who I want to
full
win.
throttle
I forgot.
joining
to say
Mara.
at the
Now,
beginning.
Mara, before we
That's
get into
about how
today's
many
match, I
reactions
do
I do.
have just
I'm
a
going with
question
my
for
man,
you as
Brandon.
far as you're,
I've been
you're
friends with
back
him
in the
longer,
league. You made an
so
appearance in San Diego.
loyalty.
Where are you right now?
Means
as far
loyalty
as
means
looking
something
for
in
maybe
this world
a
still. So
title
I'm going
shot,
with
being
my man,
back in the
Brandon.
Inner Geekdom? What
But
is the
they both
current
are good.
status
They both
of the
have their
amazing
strengths.
Mara
They both have their weaknesses,
Well, you know,
and
I've put my feelers out, but
neither of them
I've
have really
spent a
had a
long time
bad
getting stood
performance
up,
yet.
and it started all
Really,
with
so
Tony M at
uh,
Spring Fling. I've never
yeah.
forgotten.
it's a
But,
really
you know,
This
even
sounds
match.
like Ken
I think.
Napzok in high school.
Unfortunately, I didn't grow up to know every single thing about Brad Pitt. So he ended up here. I'm down here.
No.
But no, I'm just going to keep being like a fungus.
Matt
and
and
eventually I'll
Malcolm
grow large
are doing
enough
something
that
else.
It'll happen.
Matt
Nature kids,
got a new job,
get
so
on
he's been
board
busy
with
with that.
it.
Malcolm
when we
is,
look at what's happening here today, because I
hopping
mean,
around
maybe
the
there's
kangaroo.
a
I don't know.
scenario down the road next season, 2 seasons from now.
I'm sorry,
where
I'm
you
not
could
funny
be
enough.
facing
you
one of
know,
our competitors
I'm
here
working
today,
on it.
a
I'm
Brandon
not working
Hitman
on it,
Hanna,
no.
a Chandru the Chosen Dhandapani. They are competing for a #1 contender shot. And Mara, these are two of the really strong new faces in the Inner Geekdom. What is their mindset going into a match like today, where the winner is going to play somebody who has established himself in the Inner Geekdom, Kevin Smets?
Well, To be fair, that was every one of my Inner Geekdom matches, so I'm glad they only have to go through one of those. But I think that their mindset's definitely going to be on, am I short enough that I have to climb up into the chair, or am I tall enough that I can sit in the chair?
It's more just getting comfortable at the desk. In a physical situation, you're not even worried about the knowledge is there. It's just coordinating everything from the intro to getting on the desk to getting your answer into the microphone.
Oh,
clean.
these guys wouldn't be here if the knowledge wasn't there. I think we're going to have a great match today. I'm very excited. I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen because I don't really know where I am right now.
Well, I know
Me
where I am
neither.
right now, and I'm in a studio that next door just had some pre-interviews, and there was a little bit of smack talk. So let's take a look at that right now.
Yes, it is I, Brandon the Hitman Hanna, and I wanted to clear the air on a few things that may or may not have transpired. Yes, it is true. I joined the Five Horsemen and immediately betrayed them to the greatest faction of all time.
Welcome to the family.
Brandon!
I love that Brandon just
the bargain
has
bin
already
Benjamin,
betrayed
who is the licensed
so many
shill
people
for
who've
every
been in the
faction you
league
can find.
for such a
There's
short
little bit of
amount of
rivalry
time.
there because he's beaten you before.
Fantastic.
It still kind of stings, and I kind of want redemption for that one.
You're out for redemption or you're out for blood?
Both.
We have the setup there for the next match. It's Chandru versus Brandon Hanna.
I already crossed Chandru's name off my list.
I'm not the same player as I was 4 months ago. I've been improving every match.
I mean, to beat Chandru and get to Smets.
God bless you. Did you sneeze at the beginning? Oh, that's his name? Oh my God. I'm sorry. You can't leave this in. You can't leave it in. We're coming for you.
This music, this whole the whole season, pretty much all these promo songs and everything are so fantastic. It's the I can never remember his name, but this guy who's making these songs is just so freaking
Brandon
good.
Hanna.
He's so
What a
good.
win he had here today. He now goes to 2-0, and like Emma pointed out,
If this
he
is
will
one
be
of his
facing
songs.
the winner.
If it's not,
of
then
Chandru the
whoever
Chosen
made it, you're
versus
doing a great job.
Jared Too Smooth Haven.
Chandru the Chosen? Why don't you choose a dumbass name, Chandru? Why don't you pick something that's at least interesting? Because you're going to go out there and you're going to get ass kicked by my boy.
Oh, Brandon Hanna, he keeps yapping on and on about how I lost to him in my first match. I've won 2 matches in a row now. He's
No,
probably a
the
good
guy
but
who's
he's-
doing the
he's just running around
editing
with
of
this
the
loud,
promos is
obnoxious
Nerdtronic,
people.
but
The
I don't
family
think
they
he's
call
writing the
themselves.
music.
Why the
I
Hitman?
can't remember. It's
Why
like
Brandon
David,
Hanna?
I think?
Why
Is he
right
the guy writing
now?
the music?
Well, I'll tell you why. He's the next IG
Thank you,
champion,
Doug.
and that's what we mess with.
He
in the
says
family.
David.
Champions.
So good.
We
I'm not
only
too far off
play
here.
with champions. You got this guy.
Hey,
Smets.
Danielle.
I thought maybe you'd see the light and join the family. Now you're on the list and you're going down.
Hopefully, I get to meet
I
you
want to prove that I
soon.
belong. And
One
I
of
want
these
to go to
days,
that number
we'll
one
actually
contender
meet.
match against
That'll be
Kevin Smets. And what better way to defeat the person who I first lost against? Brandon Hanna, his first win was against me, and now his first loss is going to be against me too. It's
What
like
size
poetry, it
T-shirt
rhymes.
do you think that
Chandru
is? 'Cause
Dhandapani. You
it
could
looks
not
like a
live with your own
children's
failure.
medium
And where did that bring you? Back
on
to me.
Chandru. It looks very small. I'm entirely jealous that he can fit
What
into
is
a
this, some
shirt.
kind of
that
big
small.
rivalry? This is a one-sided battle. Are you kidding me? I already beat this loser.
Like Harry Potter from In Deathly Hallows and like Jon Snow in season 6. I'm back from the dead, and this time I'm gonna end up on your miss list, and I'm going to that number one contender match against Kevin Smets.
I mean, it's a given. It's my destiny. I'm going to win that belt one day. Might as well make it soon.
The dynamic between Brandon and Andrew Guy is really great. I think they cut a good promo.
All right, well, Mara, you see that. I mean, Brandon and Chandru, they're starting to get their chops. Like you said, they know the movies. They love this stuff their whole life, but they're starting to really get that kind of trash talk thing down a little bit with Chandru. He's just got that sweet smile, and you'll want to like him, but he's got some words and some barbs for Brandon the Hitman Hanna, who dresses like he just committed a double murder in Brentwood.
Yeah, you know, I gotta say, I thought I knew these guys, but man, I'm definitely not going to cross either one of them unless I feel like I can outrun them, which I do think that I can.
You have
Yeah, Mara, the
military
league has
background. You
changed.
still doing the
You better be
mile run,
studying.
testing yourself. What's your current mile at?
Oh, I do more swimming than running now, especially after, you know, when you break your neck, that kind of that hinders your physical abilities just a skosh.
If you break your neck, I'd say you've earned all the pool/hot tub experience you could possibly earn.
That's fair.
You know, we're actually getting pretty darn close, actually, to the 1-year anniversary of Canopic Cushing.
Really?
Or Cushing Canopic in that sense.
That amazing 9 overtime matchup.
Oh, yeah.
Mark, am I still mad at Brandon for turning on Roka?
Take
No.
my hand and let's pray together that this match does not go 9 overtime, because I don't know
cool
that we
enough
have the
to
questions
be
for it. It's about time to get going right
in
now, and
the
Mara
Horsemen,
Canopic has been kind enough to offer
then,
her take on
yeah.
the tail of the
He
tape.
doesn't
So,
belong
Mara,
there.
tell me what each one of these competitors is good at.
No, it's also
we'll start
storyline.
with Chandru the Chosen. His strengths are the MCU,
I'm mad at
DC
Christian
movies,
for writing
which
that
I honestly
storyline.
thought
How
those
about
were oil
that?
and water, but whatever. And choosing
I'm not.
wisely.
Yeah, it is interesting having
Only
the
a little
MCU and the DC films being the, hey, wait, you can like both? What a revelation for
You
Twitter.
can't. It's impossible. If you like both, people get really mad
Okay,
at you.
he's the one that's crazy.
And-
so, all
and
right, we
that's
have Brandon
strength.
the Hitman Hanna. His strengths are Star Trek. Way to go.
modeling.
Harry Potter and modeling.
Brandon, yeah,
That's
he's
awesome.
a big fan of sporting the gloves. Will they fit? Will they be on? Will they be off? What will his
Ooh,
intro
I'm gonna
be?
go. I'm going off.
You're going off?
Off.
I'm going on, and we are about to get going right now. Mara,
I should put
I know
money on
it
it.
was a long flight for you. I know it was a red eye, but you have a full throttle energy drink right now. Are you ready to go?
I was born very small with a full head of hair and extremely ready.
Then it's time for the movie Trivia Schmodown. Introducing first,
You can tell when someone's not used to doing the announcing
with a record,
because they're not used to
of
the headset
2
with the
and
microphone
1.
on it, and they touch it
He
too much.
is
You can hear it.
Chandru,
It's just a thing.
Chosen
Just a thing.
Dhandapani.
Not a big deal, but it would bother me if I was the sound person on this episode. Oh.
There he is!
Wow.
He cast a spell where he appeared, and then there's Chandru. The crowd is stunned at what they just saw. Wizardry afoot with that introduction.
Wizardry
Mari, do you know
is
the name
afoot.
of the spell
That's
he
pretty cool.
just cast to make himself invisible to walk through the curtain?
They're doing a great job with these special effects
Well, you did not need to be
entrances. I
tested
think
today, and
they've
that's
been
on
pretty
me
cool.
for-
Honestly, I really feel like my
Thanks,
spell
Bibbs, for starting all of
really
the
bad. They
special
actually
effects
incorporate
intros.
fencing movements into that choreography, so I found that very interesting.
Chandru, you have appeared now. You're not going to disappear throughout any of the 3-round matches. Is that
He has
correct?
apparated. He's not going to
But I
disapparate.
promise I'll not use the Obliviate spell.
Ooh.
Okay, well, we try not to have any wand spells or trickery here today. Your opponent, with a record of 2-0, representing the family, he is Brandon, the Hitman Hanna.
Some Carmina Brianna.
Wow, Andrew Guy walking
Always a
him
good
out.
choice.
A rain of booze descend upon Brandon Hanna
A
as
rain
Andrew
of
Guy
booze.
walking him to his stable. Chandru extends his hand. Brandon does not take it. And he is wearing gloves.
You said such a
So
good
Brandon
example
is
of
like
me.
going full heel,
That's-
which I
I'm trying to
appreciate.
lead
That's
the
fine.
example for the younger generation, and what do? They do that.
Andrew Guy barking at Dhandapani as he exits after he walked Brandon Hanna to the ring. Chandru, sorry about that. Thanks for using your
Nothing
spell
like a
on Guy.
good jump scare to
Brandon,
get you in a good mood, huh?
Chandru, you guys are now seated for the 3-round match. Once again, the rules in round number 1 work as thus. It's an Intergeekdom match, so you're going to hear 10 questions from 10 different corners of movie trivia schmodown Intergeekdom know-how. Each question is worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round number 1. As soon as myself or Mara
Oh
ask
my
you the
God.
question, you have 15 seconds to write down your
I'm
best
still laughing
attempted
at that
answer
jump scare.
on the whiteboard in front of you. As soon as we
Mark,
address you
Tom or
by
Drew, who's
name,
better
Brandon or
on the
Chandru,
mic?
you
Tom,
will
easy.
reveal what you wrote to your camera.
No
at the same time.
contest.
Verbalize your best attempted answer into
There might be-
the microphone. I'll
I
remind
mean,
you,
like,
each
some people
competitor,
will think
you have
it's a-
3 usages
Tom's
of
better.
the JTE rule throughout the duration of the 3-round match. If you're not sure you heard a question right, you want us to repeat it, or you just want to buy yourself another 15 seconds to get the answer
This will be
right,
one of the
use
rare
the
matches
JTE
I
rule.
actually
You
root
also
for the
each
heel
have
to
one
win. So
challenge
this is
to be used at any
man,
point throughout
what a
the duration
change.
of the match. Brandon, the rules are out of the way now. Now it's time to get down to business. Are you ready, sir?
I'm sorry, who's this guy again?
That's Chandru the Chosen. He actually has a 2-1 record. You've
Oh, he's the
played
guy.
him.
Oh, Oh, the 2 and the 1. That's the guy that I beat already.
You have played him before,
Okay,
so I'm
okay.
shocked you didn't know who he
I
was.
just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, that is the
Oh
same.
man, he's
note.
making
Are
it
you
really
sure
hard
mentally-
for me to want him to
So
win.
yeah, are you
Come on,
mentally
man.
prepared to be here, man, if you don't know who he
Oh,
is?
by the way, these cables back here, real tripping issues. Safety hazard, by the way. Chandru, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about because you've never sat on this side of the desk before.
Oh, now you're
But-
talking to me?
Okay, just want to make it clear. You should really get that looked at. Someone could hurt themselves.
All right, so I asked Brandon a simple question. I'd say that in a very concise manner, he said yes.
I'm a little worried what he's going to write on whiteboards when we ask simple questions.
Chandru, you ready to go?
Do you have a quill?
The markers are the best.
Wow.
Always.
Peter Quill's the only quill we've got.
Then it's
Ooh, good
time
one.
for the
That was funny.
Schmodown.
That was very good. Good one. Good pun.
All righty. Ready to
Nothing
Schmodown?
better than a good
Ready,
pun.
Prepared. Here we go. Question number 1 is going to be asked by Mara Kanopik at your ready.
Oh, you mean now? Okay. Question number 1. The category is MCU. In Captain Marvel, what is the name of the cat that Carol and Nick find?
I saw this movie once. It's like George. It's not. Is it? I should watch movies more often. Is basically
Shang-Chi, probably.
well,
as far as
yeah.
projects,
2, 1. Pens down. Going to you first.
I used to be
Brandon.
so good at
It's not a
anything.
cat, and it's goose.
It
Goose.
is
Oh my god, I'm
goose,
so
and it does-
stupid.
Flirkin and the goose.
Okay.
Hey, my cats are not broken too.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Point
I don't
each.
I used to be so
And it
good
is
at
1
anything.
to 1 with the breadth of knowledge they have about a cat, and I would say cat in quotes. We move on to your next category, Star Wars. This is Star Wars, Galaxy Far, Far Away. And your question, in the not controversial at all, The Last Jedi, Luke extracts and drinks milk from a creature while on the island of
green.
Ankto.
It's green milk.
Ankto.
Delicious,
You got
delicious
almost one of those
green
right.
milk.
What color
Everyone
is
likes
the milk?
green milk. The blue milk is
you
better.
know, I'm a
So I hear.
lactose allergy.
Do you really?
Yeah, I have to drink lactose-free milk.
I think that I have a little sensitivity to it. I might get a zit if I eat too much cheese.
Pretty sure that this milk is not lactose-free though.
2, 1. Pens down.
Usually when it's
Chandru, what do
coming
you got?
straight from the teat, it's not lactose free.
It is green. Just needed the answer for the color, not the particular species. Brandon, did you have it?
It's green, and no one likes a smart ass.
It is green.
I also think that question discriminates against people who are blue-green colorblind.
It really does. I was nervous asking the question because I remembered it as blue milk, but I'm just an idiot who likes Star Wars casually. All right,
Aren't we
Mara,
all? Right?
back to you for the next category. Where are we going?
All right, category 3 corresponds with Middle Earth. Ooh, not Top Earth. All right. In which Middle Earth film does Billy Connolly portray the character Dane?
That's
Billy Connolly, all-time great storyteller, comedians in history.
It's like
If it's the same
is that
person.
Desolation of Smog? He's
Oh,
Dane.
see,
5,
Brian Cox is my favorite
4,
comedian.
3, 2, right?
No, Battle of the Fire Armies.
Hands down
It's got
to
to be,
each
right?
their own. Brandon, Hannah, what do you got?
It's The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five
There you go.
Armies.
It is the Hobbit, the Battle of the Five Armies.
Battle of the Five Armies.
Chandru had it as well. They were it's
The fact that those
a
are three
lengthy
movies.
title to write down on the whiteboard,
Still
but
in
each
protest.
gentleman got it in under 15 seconds.
It's also
Yeah,
a lengthy
That's
movie.
It is a long movie,
I
and boy, do you feel it.
I digress.
We move on to the next category, and that is DC movies. DC movies. And your question, the characters of Alexander Knox and Lieutenant Eckhart appear in which DC film? I want to ask
Suicide
about the
Squad?
answer. So
Mhm.
I'm going to take a cue from this question and say, is there any DC
No.
project that you're looking forward to coming up? Maybe like a Joker,
Batman
If
Returns?
I'm being honest, I really wanted to see a Batfleck solo movie just to see it.
one. I'm with you. Pens down. We're not going to get that. And we go to Chandru. What's the answer?
1989's Batman.
It is
Oh,
Batman
first Batman.
1989.
It's Batman.
Oh
And
man,
Brandon Hanna
I
had it
used
as
to be
well.
so
I like how he
good.
said it as if the correct
My
answer had
brain
not already
is
been
just a
said.
thing
It's
of
like they
mush
said it two
now.
different ways.
Yeah.
You gentlemen are both correct, and they both are early in round
Ooh,
number one.
one of these
featuring
days,
perfect
I'll
games. If
start
either one of these
watching
gentlemen makes it all
movies
the way
again.
through 10 questions, getting each one correct, you are going to have a bonus question that is asked to just you, or if it's both you, to the field. All right, Mar, what's our next category?
Next category is Marvel. Marvel.
No cinematic universe.
Mm.
next to that.
Say it one more time. Marvel. Okay. Nothing? No reaction. Okay. So, which actor plays Ben Grimm in 2015's Fantastic Four?
All right, so fun story about Batman 1999. It's the movie that introduced me to movie theater nachos. I was 8 years old. I went. I was excited to see Batman. I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna get popcorn." I was like, "What the hell are
5,
these?"
4, 3.
My life is
I don't
never been the
remember.
same. Are you
'Cause I
counting
didn't
down
watch this
with
movie.
my nachos?
No.
Because it wasn't very good.
Brandon, Hanna, what do you
Spoiler
got?
alert.
That'd be Jamie Bell.
It is Jamie
It
Bell.
It
It is
wasn't.
Jamie Bell.
It wasn't very
Chandru
good.
had it as well.
Yeah.
All right, 2
Yeah.
perfect.
They are
Round
so
number 1.
matter of fact right now.
We go on to Harry Potter, which is
Yay.
apparently it was listed as a strength for Brandon and Chandra. I think you know a little something about that universe as well.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
Your
he's wearing a
question,
Harry Potter outfit. That's probably a safe
pet,
bet.
Nagini is what type of
A
animal
snake.
in the Harry Potter films?
I've been known to be an animal or two in my day.
That's a
You
softball.
care to
Is
get
what that
specific
is.
without giving away the answer to this question.
I mean, I've at times been called a cat woman or
Okay.
crazy cat lady.
4, 3. So it's something you grow into over
Yeah.
time.
And
2,
technically, she's
1.
not
Hands
a snake.
down, we
Technically,
go
she's
to
a
you
human
first, Chandra.
Snake.
that has
It
been
is a
cursed
snake,
to turn
slash
into a
Melodictus.
snake.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
she's not
that
technically an
phylum.
actual
Brandon,
snake.
Hanna.
Snake.
It is a snake.
But, you know, if you're going
Right,
for the
just
short one.
snake.
Yeah, just snake.
We will accept snake. I think it's specifically a viper. Does that check out with your Harry Potter knowledge?
I've driven one of those before.
Okay, it's a Dodge Viper.
Has she
Tough to
really?
get those babies
What a
into
fantastic
garage
car
to
to
get them
have
fixed.
driven.
All right, Mara, what's our next category?
I wish.
Where are we venturing off to?
Oh, my
Those
next category
things.
is Star Trek.
They sound
because
like
timed
they're
this out
going
just
to
perfectly
eat
for
the
me and
road
only me.
out from underneath them,
The character
which is a
Savick
fantastic
appears
sound.
In how many Star Trek films? Oh,
Savick, that is the card game that Lando lost the Millennium Falcon to Honda.
is it?
Almost.
Mm-hmm.
That's Sabak.
Isn't it kind of like a?
4, 3,
2?
2, 1. Pens down. Hitman.
It's 3.
Oh,
It
man.
is in fact 3, and
What's the third
chosen.
one?
3. Wrath of Concert.
Matt, if you're still watching, what was the... Oh, did he actually say? Oh, well then, thank
He's
you.
getting booed because he's giving
Wow.
Trivia contest. You're supposed to be a
much
nerd.
information.
Well, you know, like, you don't
All
have
right,
to
we
be
move
like
on
that.
to your 8th question. Again,
That
3
kind of
questions
nerd,
left.
you know,
and
you, like,
Mara,
just
we're
get
looking at
banned.
2 perfect rounds thus far. When you were competing in a round number 1 and you had a good run going, does it make you more nervous if you're looking at a perfect round, or are you confident because you've got
That
so many
awkward
right?
moment
I'm
when
kind of like
you
the
tell
Dominic
someone to be
Toretto
less of a
the show, and I
nerd
just
in an
take it, like,
Intergeekdom
1.5
match.
words at a time.
I live for the day where the Fast and
That's,
Furious film get into the inner
oh,
yeah.
No.
I've never done that
And apparently not.
This-
The crowd is divided.
This is more applause than any of them have gotten, which I find really disappointing. Crowd shame.
Wow.
Shame on you.
She's
Fine
right. The
Jane.
crowd
She
has been
drinks full
like
throttle. She lives her life a quarter mile at a time.
surprisingly
She is
quiet.
the amazing
This
Mara
is a
Kanata.
7 and
We
7
move on
match
to
so
your
far.
8th question, and that is
It's a
in the world
perfect
of the
match.
DCEU.
No one is
DC
like
extended,
making any
whatever they call it.
noise.
Who
Shame on
plays
you, live
Lieutenant
audience.
GQ Edwards in the film Suicide Squad?
Is this
I ended up in a bowl of cereal before I
Eastwood?
saw that movie.
Oscar-winning film. What kind of cereal? What's your cereal of choice?
What's
It
his
was, like, one
name,
of
first
those,
name?
Event things, and it was a bowl of like Suicide Squad cereal.
Oh,
Like,
it was-
Scott?
Sonics.
Is this Scott
Yeah.
Eastwood's character?
Any good?
It's my second time being in a bowl of cereal. It was good.
Repeat the
Ben,
question, please.
I can repeat the question for you.
Sorry, I didn't hear it too, so that's what I was waiting for.
I will buy you 15 seconds. Who plays Lieutenant GQ Edwards in Suicide Squad? So you were actually inside a bowl suit.
Yeah, I'll show you that picture later.
Yeah, like a huge,
It,
or
like,
were you shrunken?
no, I was about to.
Oh, come on, Brandon. What's that face about? You're
Five, four,
turning into less of like a baby Bateman and more of
Hands
a
down, we are going to you
like
for
Roca
Chandru.
with
Who
that
you got?
kind of face.
It is.
There we
Son of
go.
Quinn. Does Brandon Hanna have it?
It's Scott Eastwood.
He got
Good
Scott Eastwood.
job.
All right, been to a wedding
Good
with him.
job.
Yeah.
Crowd doesn't care. All right,
The
we
crowd
still
does
have
not
a
care.
perfect
Wow,
round. 2
this
questions
crowd.
left before we get to the
I don't
bonus
know.
question.
I
Potentially,
don't know
either
why
one of these
everyone
gentlemen
is
can hang
so
on for 2 more
quiet. Were there
questions.
only
Mara,
2 people
where
in
are
the
we going
audience for
next?
this thing?
We are going to heroes and villains, a category that may or may not pertain to a hero or a villain.
It's good insight.
Wow.
You know,
That's why you're on
honestly,
the desk.
sometimes if you really just make sure you don't talk down to people and you just matter-of-factly tell them things, then you tell them things.
We'll see if it pays off here.
All right, heroes and villains.
Okay.
Which Marvel film
Yeah.
features the villains Tombstone and the Prowler?
All right, if I'm going frozen pizza, where are you ranking Tombstone in there?
I'd say that it's a solid number 2. I mean,
Yeah.
Freshetta's 3.
Freshetta's 3?
California Pizza Kitchen's 1. Duh.
4. I didn't know they were in my grocery freezer. 3, 2, 1. Pens down, gentlemen. Brandon, Hanna, what's the name of the movie with the tombstone and the prower?
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Damn right it is.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
They know
I
a
was
lot
not
about
thinking
Intergeekdom
animated
movies.
at
And with that, we
all.
are one
That is
question
my
away from
bad.
2 perfect
That is-
round number 1.
oh my gosh, I
Somewhere
cannot
out
believe
there
I
in the
didn't
world,
remember that.
probably in this Fortress of Solitude,
I
Kevin
d-
Smith
I
is
was, like,
thinking,
not
I gotta play
thinking
one of these guys
animated.
next. Woo, boy. Number 10, your
Shame
last
on
question
me for
in
not
round number
including
1
that
comes
in
from the
my
wild, wacky
brain.
world of Mixed Bag. Mixed Bag. You
No
don't know
one
what
is
it's
at
going to
all
be.
excited about this.
And your
No one's
question
excited about anything. What
Indiana
the heck?
Jones and the Temple of Doom. Indiana's companions drop out of a plane on what object? After
Raft.
they find no parachutes.
Super accurate. The science behind
Can't say
it.
that I have, but I've driven by
Entirely
those skydiving
accurate.
places in the
There's no
suburbs where
holes
Oh, yeah.
simulates
in the
it.
logic
You
behind
actually
them
haven't
dropping out of an
No.
emergency
haven't.
life
I really
raft
do.
onto the side of a
I got time.
mountain.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, gentlemen. Chandru, what do you got?
It's an inflatable raft.
It is an inflatable raft.
Or just a raft.
It is. You can just go raft, and we will accept
Wow.
it. Brandon, Hanna, and Dhandapani.
So perfect
I feel like
rounds
we've
are
already
both
done an
of them,
entire
and
match because they
wow.
have gotten every question right,
Okay.
and now we go to a bonus
Whoever
question.
wins
What
this,
a performance!
Kevin's
so
actually
far
gonna have to do some
by
work.
These 2 competitors, Mara.
So wait, so we're done?
We are not done. We got 2 more
Oh.
rounds to go, but before we even get to that, they get a bonus question. So, gentlemen, because you both got a perfect round, this is going to play out just like another question, round number 1. Mara, at your ready, you may ask the bonus question.
All right. The category is bonus question. In the Lego Batman movie, what type of food does Batman heat up for himself in the Wayne Manor kitchen? I got to say, by the way, this food is a good choice.
That
It's a
is
good choice.
that has bonus question all over it.
It does.
A
Lego
lobster.
Batman movie,
It's
what
like lobster
food did he heat
thermidor or
up?
something.
Yeah.
That is a bonus question. 5, 4, 3.
It is like one of the
2,
fanciest meals.
1. Was it Tombstone? We go to Brandon, Hanna first. What did he heat up?
It's lobster.
We will accept
It is
Lobster
lobster.
thermidor.
Chandru, did he have?
Lobster thermidor.
Oh!
Thank you.
Lobster.
See, this is like one of those times where I think
And
the
it is 11
specifics
to
is
11.
actually
2 perfect.
accurate because
Round
lobster
number
is
one.
a meal
What?
on its own.
An effort.
Lobster thermidor is
Yeah,
a separate meal.
Both competitors and throwing a little bit of
Like, it's
jabs
two
at each
different
other.
things.
I
Like,
mean,
you
I
can
think
just
that
make
after
lobster
running
for a
a
meal,
perfect
but the
round
lobster
number 1 and
thermidor
getting
is
the
a-
bonus question right, you just need some sort of
Just
hydration,
like, yeah,
water or
I'm-
something. But no,
I'm very
Mara, we
picky.
move right into round number 2.
I just
Would
don't
you guys
like,
like
you know,
56
if you're gonna make
grams of
lobster
sugar?
thermidor,
Because I've got 56 grams of sugar. Someone in the
I've
comments
never
tell
made
me how many
lobster.
teaspoons that is, because anybody that knows science will know the conversion factor.
Well, I don't know
No.
much about science, but I know that a wheel spins round and round, and round number 2 is, in fact, the wheel around the wheel of fate, doom, justice. Here's how it works. Each competitor gets a spin at that beautiful semi-new wheel. Once you settle on
Is
your
this,
category,
the
you're
new
going to hear
wheel?
5
Or is this
questions
the old
from
wheel?
said genre. Each question is worth
'Cause this
2
was,
points. There's no penalty for missing a question. However, stealing
filmed quite a
is
while
available
ago.
in
So which
round
wheel are they
number
using?
2. So if you're not sure of the answer to the question, ask us
Is
for
this,
multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options. One of
wheel
which
break
is the
or
correct
post-wheel
answer.
break?
At that point, the value of the question goes down to 1. Chun, you still have all your JTE rules. Brandon, you still have 2 JTE rules remaining. Brandon, you are sitting in that seat, as you were very fond of
He is
reminding
sitting.
Chandru at the top of the show. It's tied at 11, so you may choose. Would you like to spin first or defer to your opponent? Brandon's going to spin first.
Ooh, that's bold.
Were you a spin first kind of person or a defer?
It depends pre or post injury, because post injury I never wanted to spin.
You just
Ever.
want to put it off as long as
I did.
possible.
Man, that thing
All
is,
right.
it's loud, and I'm very concerned if it breaks, we're all going to die.
Got that new wheel, and it is
Ooh.
Who Said It?
That's a gamble.
The quote
No,
category.
apparently he
Brandon
didn't
saying
say
no.
it.
Walking away after his next spin.
You have no idea how much I want to spin from a peg. I've never been allowed to.
Oh, and his opponent's
Oh,
choice.
Sorry, I
that
shouldn't
is
laugh at him. I should
that
laugh with
is
everyone.
awful luck.
Okay.
That's awful luck.
So Chandru,
Oh my
the
gosh.
spell
Yeah,
did in
this
fact
first- that
work,
first
and
round
he is
was,
going to place
you know,
it at the first
a
category.
really, really
Brandon
fantastic
Hanna's
first round.
done, and that would be Who Said
It's
It?
not very often you see
All
both
right.
competitors get
So Who
perfect
Said It?
rounds
So Brandon,
in
Mara is gonna be
Intergeekdom.
asking you your series of
And
questions.
the
Maybe
live
question
crowd
number
was
2 for
just,
not sure,
like,
ask us for multiple choice.
Not
Mara,
impressed.
at your
They must
ready.
all be like experts.
Question number 1. In which Star Trek film will you hear the following exchange between Kirk and McCoy? Well, once again, we've saved civilization as we know it. And the good news is they're not going to prosecute.
That would be Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home.
That
It's
is incorrect.
Wow.
Your steal, Chandru.
Wow.
This is a 2-point steal, potentially. if you
Wow.
can get
Should he have done multiple
correct
choice?
answer.
It's Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country.
It is Star Trek.
Wow.
That is a
Discovered
big
Country.
Wow.
2-point steal. That's why you give them who's the
Wow.
toughest category you can when they
That
spin
is
opponent's choice.
the.
And so
Oh
far,
my
it
gosh.
is
That's
paying
gonna like
off
make or
for
break this
Chandru
this match.
Dhandapani.
That's probably gonna be it. It's just gonna be those
All
2
right.
points.
Sorry about that. Look at me. I'm a backseat scroll pad person. I don't like the trackpad. I'm just going to put it out there. The trackpad sucks. So
Wow.
everyone out here that uses a remote mouse like me, we're the cool
Hot
ones.
take.
All right. Question number 2. In Rogue One, while on Edu, Chirrut asks Baze if Cassian looks like a what?
This is such a hard category.
Multiple choice, please.
All right. Your
And now
choices
he's
are
being more.
A, murderer, B, friend, C, coward, or D,
Killer.
Killer.
That is correct for 1
But
point.
this is a hard
1
category.
point. And Mara,
Wise
sometimes that's
choice.
how you have
Like,
to
I think
negotiate
that,
around a category
this
you're not
is
all that
probably the hardest
familiar with, or
category
just
in-
one you don't
in,
feel is your strength. You multiple choice your way through the
Shmodown.
round. You pick up points where you
Not
can.
just in general, but
I love multiple
for
choices. I
Intergeekdom,
like when
for
I
sure.
go to a restaurant and they give me more than one choice of what to eat.
That's always. I'm a sampler platter man.
I like tapas. Big tapas fan.
Nah, that's too fancy.
Says the guy that's wearing nice clothes while I'm wearing exactly what I wore on an airplane with
Thank you.
like babies and stuff.
Go Deacons. All right, Brandon, Hanna, your next question. This is 3 of 5.
What DC hero said, "I'm no leader. I came because I had no choice. I came to save my home and the people that I love."
Aquaman.
That is correct for 2 points.
Nice.
And Brandon Hanna,
Good job, Brandon.
with that
Get right back up
2-point
there.
correct answer, has vaulted
Ooh,
himself back into the lead.
This is
over
going to be
Chandru.
hard.
Again, Chandru, you have
Chandru's
spin,
got
but
to
Brandon
miss
Hanna, 2
something
more questions
in his second round to
number
really make this a
2
thing.
in the category of who said it. What is his penultimate question?
I was going to say it before you said it
Oh,
because I know
yeah.
how much he likes to say it.
Make sure I drop that fancy word.
I love how he must have had a word today calendar when he was a kid like I did. All right. Question number 4. Who said, "I am on nobody's side because
Nobody is on my side. This is Treebeard,
That is
yeah.
correct for 2
Shit,
points.
That's,
Wow.
that's the one he knew right off the bat.
That's
I
a
love how
great
apparently he
quote.
must be
I love that.
really in touch with his outdoors.
Very
Yeah,
good.
Treebeard.
Very
I don't even
good,
know what
Brandon.
movie
I'm
that-
very
I don't even
proud
know
of you.
what franchise that's from.
Oh,
Very
I'm
proud of you.
99% sure that that's a Fast and Furious reference.
Ah, there you go.
It snuck its way in.
Nobody is
All
on
right,
my
Brandon, your
side.
final question. What hero said, "If we can't accept limitations, we're no better than the bad guys"?
Captain America.
Captain, no, it's
That is
Iron Man. It's Iron Man.
Correct
It's
for a
Iron Man.
2-point steal.
It's Tony Stark.
It is Tony Stark.
Wow, that worked out really well. for
2
Chandru.
points, and Brandon could have gotten a little bit more clear
Brandon,
Chandru and made a nice round
why
2 for
would
himself.
you
As it stands,
do
Chandru
this?
has stolen 4 big points from Brandon, and he trails
didn't-
Hanna by
he-
only
he
1, and
didn't
now
even
it is
think
his
about it.
spin. So
He should have
Chandru,
taken a
step on up
second.
there or use your wand
He needs
from your
to
seated
think
position,
about his
whatever
answers.
feels most
Take a
comfortable to you.
second.
So this one I can spin from the pegs, right?
You may spin from
Yeah.
the pegs to your heart's content.
I'm
I
so
cannot
jealous right now.
believe
You know,
that he got that
it was
wrong.
almost
I
appalling
cannot
to see once we
believe
got
it.
the new
He's
wheel.
gonna
Every
be
competitor
kicking
was
himself
so
about that
excited
later.
to spin from the pegs again. We were just holding all that pent-up aggression inside of them. All right, he cast
gonna
his spell
take
and
it.
he got Marvel
Yeah.
movies.
He'll pretty much take anything
gonna
on the
send a Marvel
wheel. I'm
movie.
pretty sure.
I mean,
All right.
watching what just happened with Brandon, I would be hesitant to respin.
That's,
That luck was not on his side.
that's right. You
No,
don't
oh
want
my
to get into an
gosh.
opponent's choice situation.
I
So,
cannot
Chandru, here's what you're
believe
looking
he.
at.
Oh,
5
he's gonna
questions, just
kick
like
himself.
Brandon had. 2
Oh my
points
gosh,
each.
I
Need
feel so
multiple choice.
bad.
Ask us.
Oh
Your question
man.
goes down to 1. Here's your first question. In the world of Marvel movies, in X-Men Apocalypse, what
Xbox.
song plays during the Quicksilver X Mansion rescue scene?
Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree?
We need the
That's not the.
name of the song.
It's just Sweet Dreams, right?
Sweet dreams are made of this.
It's just Sweet
Unfortunately,
Dreams, right?
not correct for a 2-point steal.
Is it just Sweet Dreams?
It is just
It
Sweet
is.
Dreams.
That sucks. That's a technicality.
It
but
breaks
that
my heart.
sucks.
Breaks my heart to not be able to accept it. But I,
I mean,
asked
that
you for the
happened
name
to
of the
Jared
song.
Told you that
Johns
not
back
to
in the
be
Can't
day.
go lyrics. So
He like sang the whole
I'm gonna
song.
challenge it. Yeah.
No,
all
you
right,
have to have the title.
That is a challenge. Is on the board.
Alrighty.
We'll be right back with
It
our
happened
judges'
to Jeremy
results.
Johns. He literally sang like the whole song. but he didn't know the title of the song, so he didn't get it. It's
We're
yeah.
back, and the challenge is.
I don't think
from
that's- I
Chandru
don't
the
think that's,
Chosen. So he answered "Secrets Are
challengeable.
Made of This." That is not the name of the song. However, it is in parentheses as the title of the song, according to the Eurythmics Wikipedia page. What we're going to do, here's the official ruling, is that I'm going to ask you another question.
I just
that
don't
is
know if
for
I
2
agree
points.
with this.
And
If it's not the name on
play from this. So
the
we're going to rerun it. So you have
soundtrack,
5
like if
questions
you go to the
again,
soundtrack,
clearing the slate. And
I don't know. I don't
your
know about
question
that.
is for 2 points, and your first one in round number 2.
Second first one.
Second first one.
I don't
1A,
know about
1B.
this.
In 2002's Spider-Man, what is the name of J. Jonah Jameson's secretary?
Betty Brand.
Guy.
2 points. 2 points.
Ooh, that's a
Some things
weird
that a spider can
challenge.
also
I don't know how
Her
I
full name is
feel
actually
about
Betty Brand, and then in
that.
parentheses are made of this. But
I don't
we'll
know how I
accept
feel
that
about
2
that.
points. And so now Chandru vaults into the lead over Brandon
I'm gonna
Hanna.
look up the soundtrack.
It
That's
is
what
now
I'm gonna do.
17 to 16.
Because that's what they should go based off of.
In your next question in the world of Marvel movies, in 2003's Hulk, who plays Major Glenn Talbot, a ruthless former soldier who offers Banner the opportunity to work for him?
Josh Lucas.
Yes, it is, for 2 more points.
The other side of the table.
It's not on the soundtrack.
That's right. And now we are on to the third question in a slate of 5. Chandru, your next one in the world of
Well, that
Marvel
was a
movies.
waste.
In which European city does
'Cause it's not on the
Blade
soundtrack.
2 open?
Ooh.
Multiple choice.
I can provide that. Is it A, Paris, B, Berlin, C,
Prague.
or D, Rome?
It's Prague.
Five, 4,
Prague.
3. Correct for
Correct.
1 point.
Yeah, it's Prague.
Another wise use of multiple choice here.
Got Prague. That's
both
also the
colors.
city where Mission Impossible, the first one, opens. I know that randomly. It is now 20 to 16. Chandru
No,
has a
there
4-point
are
advantage
parentheses,
over
so I guess
Brandon
that is
Hanna, and Chandru still has
actually the
2
title of the
questions
song.
left. So, Mara, if he has his second to last question in this category, what would
I'm
that be called?
shocked.
His second to almost last question.
I think they should
Or
have just
his
given him the
penultimate
points.
question. Thank
Now
you
that I'm
for-
seeing it.
You're welcome.
Right. Your question. In the film Big Hero
Parentheses
6,
are part of the title. Okay,
what is
I'm
the
done.
name of
We'll
the
pay attention
invention
to the map.
Hero presents at the science fair that becomes stolen and used for evil?
Nanobots, but I don't know the name.
5.
I have a guess, but multiple choice.
I can
I don't
provide that.
remember
Is
the
it
name.
A, weather pods, B, Durachrome,
Microbots?
C, gravity tube, or D, microbots?
Microbots.
1 point for Chandru.
I thought for sure, I was 100% sure we were looking for potato clock.
I would have gone with
Potato
clock as well,
clock.
but Chandru ended up getting it in multiple choice. So it's a 5-point game. He still has one
Wow.
more question to go
I mean,
in round number 2. The bright
Ooh.
side of this for Brandon is that Chandru's had to check the multiple choice a couple
Yep.
times, thus dulling the impact of his
Wow.
correct answers.
This
But still,
is,
it's
He's
5
given a
points.
tight
this is a
This
weird
is
match.
going to be a big
I'm very
question and
conflicted
ask
about how
in
I
the World of
feel.
Marvel movie, Chandru. Your last one in round number 2. What is the last name of Elektra in the Daredevil film?
Nacho.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is another correct answer for Chandru Dhandapani. That is a 2-point answer, and that makes it 23 to 16 going
I would like to
into.
challenge that, please.
Okay, we're going to get a challenge from
Why?
Brandon. What is
Yeah.
the challenge?
It's incorrect.
I was going to say.
So Chandru was awarded 2 points for getting the correct answer, and then Brandon Hanna challenged it. The challenge is going to be upheld. It was not the correct answer what Chandru gave us for 2 points. And so now Brandon on the table has a 2-point
chance to. Okay,
steal
that's fair.
if he is able to get it right off the bat. Brandon, what is your attempt at an answer?
Nachios.
That is correct.
Your favorite movie food.
For 2 points, it is very close to
He
the
missed
Batman
the
1989
S.
movie. And so, what a
Is that
number
what it
of
was? He
twists
just
and
missed the
turns
S?
and
I have a
dark
feeling
rabbit holes, and
some of this
now we're
is
out
just
on the
the
other
way
side
that,
of round two finally. But woo, a lot of drama in there, Mara, and it all ends.
I
up
wonder
with
if some of this
Dhandapani,
is
the Chosen, having a 3-point lead over Brandon the Hitman Hanna.
Even with the couple small hiccups, I would still say that Chandru chose
accent.
wisely.
Because,
giving him
I
who
mean,
said it.
I
Chandru's
think
got a
he
thick
gave him who
accent.
said it, and that certainly hurt Brandon's cause. And then Chandru running
Hopefully,
through Marvel until he
he
had
didn't
that last
lose those
hiccup, and
points
that really
because of
ended
his
up
accent.
paying off for Brandon Hanna.
That's
So
all I'm
now
saying.
we
That
have
would be
us a
really
ball
sad,
game
but I
going
think he's
into
still
round at number 3. Gentlemen,
not
here's
looking
how
great for
round
Brandon.
number 3
So I don't know that
works.
it really
You
matters.
each are going to give us a series of numbers. We need 3 numbers from each of you. These numbers can range from 1 to 16. Once you give us your numbers, those numbers are going to correspond to a different corner of movie trivia, schmodown, inner geekdom know-how. The first question that is asked to you and to only you is worth 2 points. Your next question is worth 3 points. Your last one, should we get that far, is worth 5 points. There is no stealing in round number 3. There is no penalty for missing a question in round number 3. Just a test of you, what's between your ears, and who can come out on top in this hotly contested inner geekdom matchup for the right to play Kevin Smets in a number 1 contender.
What a match.
All right. Chandru, you are currently in the lead.
Kevin's got his
and
work
thus
cut
you
out for him
will get to
later
give us
on.
your
That's for
category
sure.
numbers first. We need 3 of them from 1 to 16. What feels lucky?
4 for the 4 Marauders, 8 for the 8 Harry Potter movies, and 15 for Harry Potter's age when he had his first kiss.
He was 15 years old?
Aw, that's so
Coincidentally,
cute.
yeah, also the 3 lost numbers.
All
Yeah,
right, all right.
coincidentally.
Ha.
Yeah.
Harry Potter beat me by 4. Brandon Hanna, your 3 numbers that range from 1 to 16.
I really wouldn't listen to this guy. He's a pathological liar. He just stole my numbers and made a Harry Potter excuse, but whatever. Let's do 5, 9, and 16.
5, 9 to 16. All right. Just
I think Chandru is secretly
5, 9, and 16. So, Brandon, you're going to have
a
your
little
3
bit
questions,
more of a
or at least
heel
your first question of
than
the 3
Brandon
is
is.
going to be asked.
He
to
is
you
getting
first.
under Brandon's skin.
You chose number 5.
Mark
Mark
putting
Thomas
it
going to
out
be asking
there.
you your
He
question.
really is.
And then I'll be asking
He's very
Chandru his
sneaky.
questions. So, Mara,
Very
for
sneaky
number
about the way he
5, what
plays.
category did
I
Brandon
appreciate
end
it.
up
It is
choosing
a
for his first
strategy.
A really great
Definitely a
one.
strategy not many people have used.
Oh, you want to know what it is? Okay,
We-
sorry.
yeah.
Oh,
The,
he chose a category that corresponds
You
to
know,
scores
be
and soundtracks.
a face, but
Right,
like,
scores and soundtracks.
you
And
know,
his 2-point
throw some of
question
those
is-
barbs out
The
there.
2-point question is,
in a nice
who
way.
performed the song Venom for Venom?
Eminem.
Yeah.
That is correct for 2 points.
What
That
a-
is correct.
What a song!
For 2 points, and we are going to stick with
Good old
Brandon because he
Marshall.
still trails Chandru by 1. And Brandon, now you get your 3-point question. And Mara, that corresponds to what category?
Category of Indiana Jones.
Whoop, whoop.
I've watched one of those.
Good.
Maybe a couple.
Treat yourself. They're
Yeah.
great. They involve a life raft where there should be parachutes.
One of her
Crazy.
entrances was
Yeah, it's got some
Indiana
good music, too,
Jones.
I've heard.
So,
that's-
not,
Yeah.
All right,
it
so
was
for
to
3
the
points,
music,
Brandon Hanna
wasn't
can
it?
take the
So,
lead if
like-
he gets this question correct.
I don't
Brandon,
understand
your 3-point question is,
that joke.
in Raiders of the Lost Ark, Marion's Bar is located in what country?
Oh, it's like,
5, 4, 3.
Repeat, please.
The question is, in Raiders of the Lost Ark, Marion's Bar is located in what country?
it's not like Turkey.
He's got one more JTE.
For some reason, that's what's in my head, but it's not.
Iraq.
Sorry, that is incorrect. We were looking for Nepal.
Nepal. Nepal is where the
And
bar
way
is. And so all
further
of a sudden,
east.
we have arrived at that point in the match.
Yeah.
And West. Where am
It is
I
a
at in my life?
5-point question for Brandon Hanna. If he gets it right,
I suppose
he
it's
takes a
east for
4-point lead
someone.
over Chandru the Chosen. If he gets it wrong, Chandru has won the match. So, Mara, number 16. What
No,
is
it
the
is
category
east.
that
What the
Brandon
fuck?
has to keep him alive?
I'm
Brandon, category
done
16
with the day.
corresponds with
I
Star
think.
Wars. Nothing but. Your 5-point question. What was General Grievous's ship crawling with in the opening battle of Revenge of the
Oh, I something bots.
Buzz droid.
Buzz droids. Thank you. Good
And
job.
your
It had to have been
winner,
Buzz droids. It wasn't Buzz
Chandru,
droids.
the Chosen,
Wait.
Dhandapani. Looking for Vulture droids. Vulture droids, so close.
No.
Buzz droids almost there. It was Alter Droid, and Chandru Dhandapani
He was
has
so
taken
close.
down Brandon the Hitman Hanna. He walked
I was
in here
so
with a perfect
sure he was
record.
right.
He walked out having
Oh,
quite a magnificent game, but
no.
Chandru ends up on top,
Oh,
and he will face
no.
Kevin Smets in a number 1 contender
Oh,
match. Mara,
poor Brandon.
your take on
Oh,
all of the
no.
drama, all of the twists and turns that went on
I thought he
during
was right.
this
Man, I got
seemingly 10-round
blindsided
match. It was
just
actually only
now.
3.
Well, I mean, I gotta say, personally, I would have gone with gloves off. I think that is where he went
Oh,
wrong.
man.
From
Gloves
step
off.
one, moment one. But
I
other than that,
can't even
I mean,
process
huge
this because I
demonstration
thought he
of
was
knowledge
right.
from competitors, but sometimes, I mean, Star Wars is, it gets mined quite a bit when you have a Star Wars league. You really just got to watch every one of those movies over and over again in Intergeekdom now. You just have to.
That's right. And those
Oh,
5-point
no.
questions, I mean, it doesn't matter how confident you are in any given category. If you think you know a lot about Star Wars or Star Trek or Harry Potter, it doesn't matter. 5-point questions,
Okay,
they're
all
designed
right.
to
I
be
mean,
the
that's fine.
ultimate test
No big
of
deal.
one's movie trivia
R.I.P.
showdown know-how.
Brandon
Nobody's
Hanna.
ever
No,
aced
he's
all the
not dead.
5-point
He'll be
questions,
back
and that ended
next
up
season.
hurting Brandon here today. But Chandru got such a
He
roll
just
there.
he
And I
has
think
to
that it
like
really started with
redo
him
his
picking up
list a little
confidence. They
bit.
both had perfect round number 1s.
Oh, yeah.
So they both,
Excellent.
we know they know a lot
If
about a lot of
someone's
different
name's
categories.
already
but I
crossed
think
off
that
your
once
list and then
Chandru
they beat
saw
you,
that Brandon
does that,
wanted to spin away
like,
from who said it, I
they
think
come
that
back to
maybe
life?
that ignited something in
Like
him, and then
uncrossed?
Brandon unfortunately
And
spinning
you have to
opponent's
cross them
choice,
back off,
that
so he's got
really
to play
set up
Chandru again.
Chandru to get on a run and get
Chandru's
the
a
lead
zombie,
from
that's what I'm
there.
saying.
He got the lead, and he never looked
Confirmed.
back. So Chandru, the chosen, is the
Tinfoil
winner
hat
today. We're about to
moment.
have a post-game interview with Mr. Dhandapani, your winner. But in the meantime, we now turn it over to our own Emma Fife, who has an interview with Brandon,
Man, I am
the Hitman
conflicted.
Hanna. Emma, what's the mood like on your side of the world?
Well, Ellis, we are here with Brandon the Hitman Hanna, who, Brandon, I have to say, did you have your list today? Like, I didn't see the list that you normally are crossing the
Well,
names
because
off
Chandru's
of.
already
Well,
crossed
I already
off.
crossed Chandru's name off my list, so I felt a little bit redundant to bring it again, just to show a list with all the names already crossed off. So I kept it at home.
Yeah, except that you're going to have to uncross Chandru's name today because
I already beat him. You see, as far as I'm concerned, we're 1-1 against each other. I deserve a rubber match. I think it's kind of ridiculous that he's going on to number 1 contenders match and I'm going home. But,
okay, well, that's just sometimes the way the cookie crumbles here at the Movie Trivia Schmodown. Now, Brandon, I would ask in terms of round 2 if you were happy with your decision to spin away, but then you got saddled with that opponent's choice. So
Yeah, that
unfortunately, I
opponent's
think that
choice
Chandru had a
just
little bit of an
really
advantage over
killed
you, having
him
seen you
in
spin
this
away
match.
from that Who Said It category, which is a notoriously difficult category by all accounts.
yeah, I made some mistakes. My odds of spinning Who Said It and then opponent's choice were very slim, but unfortunately, it's what happened. I did make mistakes. Some might say that I lost today because Chandru played a better game than I did. Some might say that. Some might say that Chandru's on my Schmodown fantasy team and I really needed the points this week. Some might say that. But I'm just not going to say anything.
Okay, well, that's going to make for a really interesting interview then. If you have nothing else to say, Brandon, then I guess we'll just say goodbye and turn it back over to Mark and
my
Mara,
God,
and we will
Brandon,
be
that's
right back with
classic.
Chandru Dhandapani.
I think she meant Mara and Mark, but that's okay.
There's a lot of Mars. There's a lot of Mars. Look, Emma Fife, it's kind of like she spun opponent's choice in that interview because not a whole lot of places to pivot to. Representing the family, but Brandon Hanna taking the fire by himself.
Wow,
there.
Brandon,
in the
that was
post-match
very
interview.
that was
Brandon
that
understands
was a
that
funny
things aren't
interview.
unsaid when you say them.
He put
Well
him out
played.
there. He didn't attribute himself to the quotes, but nonetheless,
I appreciate
we know he's got to
it's
be
very
feeling a little down.
professional
He
of
may
him
not
to
want
be able to
admit
go out
anything,
and
but
still play
it's a
that
tough
character
loss when
after
you
losing.
lose
That's
to somebody who
very
you
well
previously
done.
had
I
defeated,
appreciate
and that is the case that he finds himself in now with Chandru Dhandapani, the
just
winner
being
today.
really
Emma, they call him the
strong on
Chosen, and I
that
think
character.
that he earned another gold star in that nickname. Tell us about it.
Absolutely. We are here with Chandru, the at least good at choosing categories for his opponent when he is given the
She's not wrong.
opportunity to use that very coveted
He's like a
opponent's
secret
choice slice
Slytherin,
in the
though.
wheel round. Now, Chandru, you must be feeling pretty good about the
I
decisions
feel like
that you
next
made in
week
the
he
match
should,
today.
or next
Not gonna lie,
next match. He should show
I
up
think I've chosen wisely today, especially with the
with like a Slytherin shirt underneath.
Every IG player
I think he's like secretly
is afraid
a
of, and
Slytherin.
also most of the quotes are interchangeable. They could have been in any other movie because with Voyage Home, I thought Voyage Home was the first thing too, and it's so easy to think between Steve Rogers.
Yeah, I mean, they say the same stuff in a lot of Star Trek movies
It's
and in
true.
the Marvel
They
movies,
really
et cetera.
do.
So absolutely, it's a very difficult category. However, you both had a perfect round number 1, so it was really important for you to make that strategic move in round number 2.
Yeah, I was definitely hoping for something to go my way in round number 2, at least after how round 1 went. I thought this was going to be like the highest scoring match of all time, but then luckily some luck favored me. I probably
It was still pretty high scoring.
My Felix
to be honest,
that helped a lot.
It was still a
And,
really impressive match.
We learned a lot today about somatics and song titles thanks to the challenges that were issued, both of which were upheld. Now, you stood to be at a huge advantage going into round number 3, but then Brandon Hanna threw down that challenge, which was upheld. So how were you feeling going into round 3 then?
Oh yeah, I was definitely kicking myself over the S. I think I was throwing a perfect game until then, perfect accurate game until then. With the microbots, I wasn't sure if it was microbots or micropods, so I took it down to multiple choice to make sure. I should have done that with Nacho or Nachios as well. There was the thing going on in my head.
I think they probably would have accepted microbot,
in my part, and
the singular of bots. I don't know.
Definitely took advantage of that.
And also,
What a
unfortunately,
question to
chose
ask.
Star Wars as his 5-point question in round number 3. And well, we have a whole league of Star Wars, so needless to say, those categories are very, very deep cuts these days. So Chandru, you now are going to have the opportunity to face Kevin the Smasher Smets for a number 1 contender spot in the Inner Geekdom division.
Yeah, it is. So I'm not gonna lie, this match was basically whoever wins gets smashed by the Smasher. So but I've been studying a lot going into this match, and
So that's evident. You tried to get a lot of.
Hey, there's our boy. There's Kevin.
In the league, running your mouth. Can I take this? Storming the league,
He's very
running
nice.
your
He
mouth,
asked if he
coming
could
out
take
here
it
in your
before
little
he
hoodie
did.
impersonations.
I appreciate it. That was very nice.
Here's the thing. Right? There's
Danny's a
nothing that's
Slytherin.
going to get between me and Kalinowski.
There's nothing wrong
From
with
the
being a
moment collision
Slytherin.
ended,
They're
there has been nothing
cunning.
on my mind.
It's a
but getting
wonderful
that title, getting
characteristic.
to
I'm a
Kalinowski.
Hufflepuff.
So
Can you
you
tell?
come in here, you
Everyone's
can dance
perfect
around like
in
a
my
little
eyes.
newsie, but
You
here's
guys
the
are all
catch.
great. I love you all.
No one's getting between me and Kalinowski, so I'll see you at my number 1 contender match.
Dancing around like a newsie, spoken by somebody who actually was a newsie in his youth. Check out the movie Newsies to see a young Kevin Smets
so
in his
he's
child
so
actor
cute
days.
in
So,
that movie.
well, Chandru, I mean, I didn't know
He's
that.
just such a little
listen,
kid.
Since San Diego, Kevin Smets has really learned how to talk, which is something that we had previously not seen here in the movie Trivia Schmodown. What do you have to say back to him?
I'm not gonna lie, nothing's gonna get between me and Kalinowski. That sounded kind of romantic.
Okay, well,
Hey,
it
you know
sounds like
what?
there might be the beginning of a new love story here in the movie Trivia
I'm
Schmodown.
here for it.
And yeah, I think you need to
I'm
be
here
perfect.
for
You need to
I think that
actually
would be a
run perfect match
great
and can't, lose
cutscene.
to these technicalities if you
Kevin
go against Kevin Smets,
just
and
taking
that's
Mike
definitely
out to a
harder.
nice fancy
And,
restaurant
yeah,
with
now
like
I'm
candlelights and like
basically
a
in the position
rose in the
Kevin
middle
was
of the
at collision.
table,
I've had a
and
3
them
out of
just
3 win
like
streak
talking
and,
before the
going into a
match.
number 1
It would be really
match.
cute. I think
Let's
I'm
Well,
here
we
for
look
it.
forward to seeing you write extraneous information on
Or
your
he
whiteboards
takes
again
out
when
like
you
just a
and Kevin
picture of
face off.
Kalinowski. He like
Now,
puts it
back
on the
to
chair
you, Mark
opposite
and
him.
Mara.
Look,
Here
Mara,
for
you can
that
actually
too.
see
Take
that
my
is a young
ideas.
Kevin Smets
They're
at Newsies.
free.
He
Sorry,
looks exactly the same though.
we YouTubed the
Just-
clip. It's the same adorable face. It's just no hoodie
Yeah, it's
in the
real
film
cute. He's like a
Newsies.
cute
So,
little
Mara,
kid.
before we enjoyed that quick YouTube
Adorable.
sidebar, Kevin Smets crashing the post-match interview, as we've seen happen before in the Schmodown. What does that do to the mindset of a Chandru who knew he was going to be facing Kevin Smets, but now
Oh,
you're
Danny,
looking right
that's a
at
great
the
idea.
man,
She
the
says
myth
she hopes
himself.
Chandru
Does
comes out
that
as a newsie for the
make
next
some sort of
match.
intimidation
That
factor?
would be
Does that only strengthen
hilarious.
Chandru's resolve?
That
How
would be
you take
so
something like
funny.
Well, I mean, clearly he's House Gryffindor.
If he
so I
came
would say
out
that he's got
to like the
characteristics-
music and
characteristics of
danced and
bravery. I've
everything
not had
too,
enough
I think that would be
caffeine yet.
fantastic. Because
I
you
would also
know,
say though that generally
can
I don't find
dance.
hoodies to be like the most intimidating thing. Now, if he had also had some form of like a weapon,
Okay.
then I would say maybe. But he held his own. I think it's going to be a really good match, and you never know how it's going to come out. Tactics are going to be a big factor, I think.
I think it's going to be a great matchup. That is the number 1 contender. It is Chandru the Chosen. Takes the W here
I still have
today
Kevin.
versus the very sneezy
I
Kevin
still have
Smets,
Kevin.
the
Hands
Smasher.
down, I
Stay
still
tuned
have
for that
Kevin.
matchup
However,
coming up very soon here in the movie Trivia Schmodown.
it's
In the
gonna be a lot
meantime,
closer
Mark
than I was
Kanopic,
thinking
I'd
it's
love
gonna
to have
be.
you back on the desk sometime soon. We're going to see you around the movie Trivia Schmodown.
But I
parts
think Kevin is
often.
he's like Thanos.
Sometimes,
He's an
occasionally,
inevitability.
again.
Like I said, people don't really return my calls, but you know what?
He's
The good
going
news is,
to
I
destroy
know where you
half
guys
of the
take
universe.
things.
It's just
So
going to
I can
happen.
just
He's
show up,
inevitable.
and then if no one's sitting in the chair, because there actually was someone sitting in this chair when I got here.
It was
and
just
I
it was
told
just a
them to
body double.
move.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my body double?
That was your body
Is that,
double.
is that what you
We
think of
do
me?
what we can around
Was she
these parts. She is
tethered?
Mark
Is that
Kanapi.
her
You can currently
tethered?
find her on Twitter and maybe someday in the future Instagram. I want to
Maybe.
thank Mara. I want to thank Full Throttle. I want to thank the captain. They got her safely to Burbank just in time for this matchup. I am merely Mark Baby Carrots Ellis. Thank you so much for tuning into the Movie Trivia Showdown. Check out our Patreon. A bunch of tiers up there. It's been updated. Select which one is
You
right
know what's
for you.
great?
Thank you
Mark
for all
Ellis.
of your support
He's a
of the
great
show. Check us
guy.
out wherever you enjoy your
That Mark
podcast. And until
Ellis.
the next time, we'll see you real soon here on the Movie Trivia Showdown.
All right. I don't believe that there's anything afterwards. So we just have to talk about the match. I liked it. It was a great match. Honestly, it was probably a lot closer than I expected. I just thought that the lead up to this, Brandon has showed a little more potential than Chandru, but at the same time, Chandru has been very good as well. So maybe I should have expected it to be this, as close as it was into round 2. And then opponent's choice once again defeats another player. The wheel is a cruel, cruel mistress, one that giveth and taketh away. And in this match, she really did not like Brandon Hanna. So Brandon's got to do some things to make it up to the wheel, because obviously he's wronged her in some way. And, he's got to be a little nicer to her, to this wheel. And, maybe buy her some chocolate. Ladies like chocolate. That's a generalization, normally true. You would buy me chocolate. I like chocolate, but don't, because I don't know you personally. Probably. I'm just, So yeah, I loved this match. I think it was great. I think, surprising, honestly, because I did think that Brandon got that last question right. I was like so sure in my head that it was buzz droids, and the fact that it wasn't really shook me, because I was like 99% sure he was right when he said it. And so I still honestly haven't processed that he lost this match. It'll hit me like in 10 minutes. I'll just be like, damn, he lost that match. But yeah, man, that was shocking to me. And I would have loved to see what Chandru did if he had to answer some of his round 3 questions. I would have loved to see how close this match could have gotten. But unfortunately, we don't get to see that. But we do get to see Chandru versus Kevin. I'm super excited because this looks like it's going to be a barn burner match, and whoever wins, man, Kalinowski, these guys are hungry, so you better watch your back. You better watch your belts, because they're coming after it. So I can't wait. I cannot wait for this next match. Inner Geekdom is always one of my favorite leagues. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be super great, guys. So that's it for the reaction. I loved this match. Man, Inner Geekdom, I love you so much. All right, that's all I got. So thanks, guys, for watching. I hope you guys all have liked and commented on the original video, not on Take 3. You can if you want. But the original video, it's important for algorithms. If you have not, do that. It takes like 5 seconds. Like no seconds at all. Just go and do it. And yeah, that's all we got. So thanks for watching. You can find me as always, Smith_K10, the number, not the word, on Twitter, Instagram, and Stardust, even though I don't post anything on Stardust. You can also find me right here on Take 3 most of the time when my child isn't trying to murder me by never sleeping. You can find me hosting the summit, where we talk about the week in Schmodown, all the news, all the matches, all the crazy theories I come up with. I can't wait. I got some theories that I've been cooking for a little bit, but hopefully we'll have someone on, a special guest, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. They're ghosting me a little bit, so hopefully I can get that special guest on this week. If not, maybe next week. But yeah, that's the reaction. So thanks, guys. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Watch that Schmo.